with Scott Glasgow. Scott, how are you doing tonight?
Great, great.
So you're nominated for your score for Curse of Sleeping Beauty.
The Curse of Sleeping Beauty, yes, for independent film.
Right.
Yeah.
So what was it like creating, this kind of dark gothic fairy tale? It must have been such a great canvas for a composer to work in.
I honestly think a lot of it wrote itself. It was one of those films where every scene I looked at, I heard something in my head. Versus some of the films I'm on, like one I'm on now, where I watch a scene going, I hear nothing. Curse of Sleeping Beauty, everything was so visually stunning that I heard stuff immediately. And one of the first things I heard was that counter tenor. I worked with Michael Carlson, who owns Film.Music.Media, and I said, and he has a choir in Sweden. And I said something like, well, I'm looking for a counter tenor. And he goes, I sing counter tenor. And I said, oh, come on, no, you don't. And he sent me over some clips, and I was like, fantastic, this works great. So, exotic vocals, live choir, lots of strange. The director brought over this Aztec death flute, which is horrifying when you blow through it. It looks like a little skull. And all the air holes from the eye socket, it's a tiny little skull. And Aztec warriors used to blow these as they were rushing in on an invading town. And it literally sounds like somebody screaming. It is the most horrific sound. So yeah, and then we used a kangling, which is a Tibetan flute made out of a femur, made out of a human bone. So we had all these kind of gothic colors, I guess, if you want to say that.
Well, the score is fantastic, and you did such a great job. And what's it like being part of this event, which really shines a light on scores like yours and categories which normally don't get recognition anywhere else?
I don't know. This is the first time I've ever done anything like this. So for me, this is an all-new experience. It's great. It's great.
I'm here with Scott Glasgow, who just won for Curse of Sleeping Beauty.
Thank you.
So you just won for your score. And what are you feeling right now, Scott?
I was very surprised. I was up on the third floor, and I thought, I would like to hear Robert Townsend announce the names. But then I thought, I better start going, because if they actually announce it, I'd have to run down 3 flights, and then trying to get through the chairs. It's like it's a maze of. Yes, exciting. Very cool.
And we talked about it a little briefly earlier, but yeah, you created this amazing gothic kind of lush score. And what was it like kind of bringing such a classic story, a fairy tale, to life?
The thing is that when I saw the film, I realized it wasn't the classic story. It's very, very, there is a Prince Charming, but he's not the same. Sleeping Beauty's been asleep for 1,000 years. It's completely gothic, dark telling, so I couldn't approach it. Like, for instance, I looked at Tchaikovsky and I thought, can I incorporate some Tchaikovsky into this? It just didn't fit. It was just the wrong film. The film is dark, and it's a fantasy. It's not even really a horror movie.
Yeah.
It's not like there's not blood per se. There's like how horror movies have.
Exactly.
And even jump scares. There wasn't that many jump scares. There were these mannequins that came to life, but it wasn't the same as it really is a fantasy.
Well, yeah, man, it definitely well deserved, and congratulations.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Kaya.